Oh,
You do not count.
oh, you do not count. The way he's having wet dreams with Penelope and he's like, oh, I would never dream of. So excited. Oh, my face hurts. I'm grinning way too much. During the filming of season 2, the actors of Colin and Penelope already knew that they were gonna be the next couple. The other ones didn't. So they already did a lot of foreshadowing and building up towards their season. That means there's a lot of amazing Polin scenes, which we are going to rank today. I matched up the colors of the better tiers with the Bridgerton color scheme. The tiers are S tier, bane of my existence and the object of all my desires. Diamond of the season, a solid pick, a very good one. B is a security is romance.
Do you know what is romantic security?
C is a prickly beast of a spinster, which is what Penn writes about Kate.
Tamed the rather prickly spinster of a beast.
D is capital R rake, which there is actually an episode called that in this season. I love Kate and Anthony's season. I'm not gonna lie, I'm such a Anthony sucker. I didn't like the book, but the season, oh, it was so good. We start when Colin returns from his travels, of course.
Someone more like
Where's my...
Colin.
My brother.
No, not Colin. Colin!
No, wait. Yep. Look at this! Look at his face! He looks at her and she looks at him and he looks at her. And the zoom in, I mean, you obviously can tell. Like, they're trying to build up to something. What could that be? What could that be? Maybe season 3. Who knows? Who knows? We know, of course, we know. This is a great scene because they just make it so obvious that they are gonna end up together, and that makes my little Jill heart happy. So it's going into the diamond of the season, of course. So the next scene is basically them talking for the first time after a long time of being pen pals, of course.
You met someone.
And I finally found
And of course, Eloise being the cockblock she usually is. This scene, you know what it's giving? It's giving when you're dating someone online, you text each other and maybe you even talk on the phone. But then when you meet up in real life, it's kind of a little bit awkward and like you don't know what to do because you feel like you know this human so well because you've been texting and talking so much. But then in real life, it kind of feels like there's a wall. And I don't know why this happens. Maybe it's just me because I'm an introvert and I'm awkward. I don't know. Does anyone else feel like that? I feel like this is not a very singular experience. Obviously not, because they try to like make this on screen. So I don't feel alone with that. But I also very much can relate to weird characters like Penn and Colin. Not gonna lie. So it is kind of, you know, trying to break the ice after spending so much time writing to each other. I guess in the show they try to portray it as they have gotten to know each other so well over the last summer, which I'm sure happened. And like he also says, like, you wrote back to so many letters and she knows everything about where he has been and what he has been doing.
You read and replied to more of my letters than anyone else.
But it's kind of odd the way he asks her, like, how have you been?
Pen, how have you been?
I mean, he has been writing with her. I don't know if this is like just implying how is it without your father, or is it just, I don't know, like, how's your season? I'm not sure what he's trying to say, but see, I'm trying to dissect every word he's saying, just like Penn is. And we should stop doing that. Collectively, we should stop over-analyzing what men say, because they usually do not mean anything with it. They just mean whatever they said and nothing else. Penn realizes how much contact she has had with Colin, and she kind of wants to press that and be like, yeah, it must have been lonely. And I think she's fishing for a compliment. She's like, it's been lonely, right? Except for, you know, you were like writing to me, so I was there in your thoughts or something.
Also lonely, perhaps.
Yeah. He's like, no, I was not alone. Like, there was always someone, and yeah, I wasn't lonely.
Well, I was never on my own, of course.
And Penn is instantly like, oh, you met someone? But then, of course, she gets cock-blocked. I like it. It's a very great setup scene. I think it's a diamond. Because within this little awkward scene, they do show us so much of what had happened between them over the summer, at least on Penn's side. So the next one is, she sees Colin and she's right away like, okay, bye.
You must tell me the name of the young lady who
So
seems
she's
met
trying
well
to
out of the
find out.
country.
I was not exactly lonely on my travels.
So obviously you have Penn trying to, you know, get the information, whether he has met someone or whether he maybe meant her. I think she legit went into this conversation and she was kind of trying to test the water, like, did you meet someone by writing to them? And then he's like, oh no, what could you mean, a woman? Let me show you. Here you see it. This awkward looking around. This one. Look at him. I believe in this moment he actually, once again, realizes, oh, she has feelings for me, but he suppresses it hard. He does not want to think about it. He does not want to know it. And then because he's stupid, he starts talking about...
I did begin a real conversation with someone I had known for a very long time.
And talks about himself in the third person. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Just to make her feel bad on purpose? Or what is this?
Sworn off women then?
Not for the time being.
A woman?
You are Pen.
Oh,
You do not count.
you do not count.
Of course.
Oh, damn. I on purpose didn't rewatch it recently. I rewatch Polin scenes regularly, and I have on purpose put it off for the past few months so that I could give you like an honest reaction. And oh my god, this scene, it is so painful to watch. It's so painful. Oh my god, he's so stupid. And she fully believes that he will say, you, Pen, we have written so much, and I realized that I actually love you.
Myself.
Yourself.
I haven't been thanked.
Same.
Your letters
Same girl.
were encouraging. I thought,
How can you be this
if Penelope
stupid?
can see me this way, then surely I can too.
And then he says, it's me. I like me. Like, if you can see me like that, I can see me like that. And it does not make sense in his small pea brain. She sees him like that because she likes him. Colin! As you can tell by my emotions, obviously it is bane of my existence. This scene is horrible. It's horrid. Then in episode 3 we do not have anything, but in episode 4 once again. Oh, I'm actually looking forward to rewatching Canton again. This is once again a very nice scene.
I have decided to pay your cousin a visit, in fact.
Marina.
Thompson.
And he's gone.
Much.
This scene is a prickly beast of a spinster because I do not like this scene. And I fully feel Penelope's frustration. Basically yesterday he told her he has sworn off all women. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I cannot put it in a capital R rake. It's not completely useless. I just don't like this. Well, actually, no, I can. I'm gonna put it into capital R rake. Number one, it is... You know, it is a nice scene. It shows that they're all friends with each other, also kind of setting up the issues of next season where Eloise is kind of jealous. But also, Colin, like, you just said you've sworn off women, then you come back and then you go running after a married woman. Make it make sense.
Perhaps seeing her was what you needed to leave the past behind.
We were all so hard on her. Perhaps if Lady Whistledown had not rushed to print her gossip, things may have turned out differently for her.
This scene, this wonderful, wonderful scene. Not gonna lie, I dislike it, but unfortunately it is a solid scene. So it's gonna go into security, of course. It is setting up the issues of next season. You know, he realizes Marina is not well. She's not happy. Maybe she would have been happy with me. The thing is, Marina, if she's anything like the Marina in the books, she is very melancholy and depressed and not very happy. And I feel like in season 1, she also seemed like that. Like she was laughing and smiling, but I never really had the feeling that she was truly there, even before I read the book, because I watched season 1 before reading the books at all. It is, of course, you know, foreshadowing this whole him being mad at Whistledown. But if Penelope would have been able to properly say what she meant, meaning that, you know, that Marina is pregnant and not just in love, but actually pregnant, I do believe that Colin would have lashed out and called it off as well. Colin did not call it off because of Whistledown. I do not think he did it because of the public image, but I do believe that he would have been hurt so much that she was trying to deceive him, which is what Marina did. He doesn't like being lied to, which we then see in season 3. So I do believe even if he had known, if Pen told him properly, he would have said, I'm sorry, but like, no. If you had told me, I would have done it, but you didn't. And look at us now. The next one.
Everyone else is finding some purpose to their lives. Anthony is to be married. Benedict has his artistic pursuits. Here I am, feeding the ducks.
What I really like about this scene, which I didn't really get in season 3, which I was very unhappy about, is Colin showing that he's unhappy with his achievements or lack thereof. He's like, okay, I'm traveling, but for a man, that's nothing. He's not really doing anything out of his life. And he wants to do something that he and his family could be proud of. And just, traveling and spending his money is kind of not it. Which is why this goes into Diamond of the Season. This is like one of my big critique points of season 3, that you don't really understand Colin's struggle. And I also do understand that they didn't want to, they didn't want to put everything into season 3. They tried to have like a variety of storylines and whatnot, and we got a lot of scenes from Colin and Penelope before, as you can tell, because we're now reacting to them. But, the regular watcher does not go back and watch all the scenes like a crazy person, right? So you don't really get this. And in the books, it is very, very clear that he's just extremely jealous of Penelope's achievements. And then on top of that, you get that in season 3, Benedict stops painting again. So he cannot really say this line. He cannot be like, yeah, Anthony is the Viscount and Benedict has his artsy stuff. The whole Benedict stopping is probably because of his season. Because in the books, he's always been, drawing and sketching and whatnot, but him actually being artsy is a thing of after Sophie. So because of this switching around, they kind of tried to introduce the art stuff for Benedict in this season and then dialed it back again because they realized he has to do the art stuff after Sophie, and we just put it here so Colin could say this line. I feel like they could have switch it up a little bit. They should not have done this. That's it. They should not have done this. But the scene by itself is really good because it explains Colin's struggles, which is why it's in Diamond of the Season. Okay, that's all I need to say. I need to stop talking so much.
Perhaps the Queen requires our attention in new ways. Perhaps she seeks to prove herself still significant and equal to the task.
I love how Colin and Pen are pondering the meaning of life and talking about it. And this is him again saying, pursuing something in your life, that's like what it's all about.
Is that not the plight of all mankind? One must make a name for oneself. This life is to mean anything at all.
You see the trio again, and they're talking to each other and friends with each other, but I'm gonna say it's security.
My feelings about his feelings do not matter if I do not know for a fact what it is he is feeling.
I love everything.
I've heard of all the trouble that once befell
Everything Eloise says.
beneath their station.
It's the not knowing that makes it feel like torment. To look at all of the evidence and still not be sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt that way?
No.
I can imagine such a thing.
And then she looks over to Colin, of course. Wonderful scene, wonderful scene. This is exactly what we were talking about, where Pen is dissecting everything. Me as well. I'm also dissecting everything he says. Picking everything apart and trying to make sense of it, even though it does not make sense at all. I love this, but it is more of an Eloise scene, right? It's not really a Colin Pen scene. Also, by this point, we know fully well that Pen is fully in love with Colin, which is why I am going to put it as security. Next one. Colin completely drunk.
A celebratory drink. I am certain you will find your purpose one day.
Have you found yours?
Of course not.
Your dreams are grander than you let on, Pen.
What a wonderful scene. Not only does Colin realize how much Pen cares for him, and he's like, Lady Crane was right.
Lady Crane was right about you.
What did she say?
That you cared for me. That you would never forsake me.
But also the whole monologue of Pen before that. There's so many things in life. Like my purpose is...
The type of venture that speaks not to who I am, but rather who I aim to be.
Is everything, right? Like everything that means anything to me. And also like Colin being like...
What could possibly measure up to all that?
And that as well foreshadows him in season 3 feeling like he is not good enough for Pen in the beginning of part 2. He's like,
I understand, like, if you were overtaken with your feelings and you don't want to be with me, and I could understand that, like...
He's so insecure because he does not feel confident in himself. He does not believe in himself. Only Pen does, right? Right here, he just says it because he's like, what could possibly measure up to it? But then in season 3, he tries to measure up to it and he's insecure about it. If you just look at their scenes, it makes so much more sense. Season 3 makes way more sense with the context you get here. And now, one of my favorite phrases.
Appears we better now have a piece of cake before it's all gone.
Better nab a piece of cake. I once made a meme about that. Didn't take off, but I laughed about it. So it was like, get in loser, we're nabbing a piece of cake. It was just so good because there was this picture behind the scenes with the carriage. I still find it so... This is, of course, bane of my existence. Whenever I'm anywhere there is cake, I have to say this phrase at least to one person. I'm like, better than have a piece of cake. Nobody understands me. Nobody understands my Bridgerton lingo. Even my Bridgerton friends do not, because I'm way too crazy. But this is one of my favorite phrases. That one, and what a barb, of course.
I never thought we would recover after Mr. Bridgerton and Miss Thompson's falling out, and yet here we are.
Well, she's at least trying to be somewhat nice.
Truly sorry, Lady Bridgerton.
Portia tries to act as if she cares, but Pen actually cares. Regardless, it is not really the scene doesn't give me anything except for Pen caring, and we had other scenes showing that, so I would say it's a prickly beast of a spinster.
The lady of the hour.
Colin?
Our relationship has taken shape so naturally over the years, one could take it for granted.
So this is once again a very, very big scene. Now, besides the fact that Colin is, trying to see what's going on there with the business,
I did not know you fancied yourself an investor.
this monologue at the end where he tells Pen how grateful he is for her. Like, she's always been constant and loyal and there.
You have always been so constant and loyal, Pen.
He doesn't realize it yet, but that is exactly what you kind of want to have in a partner, And also telling Portia,
While I have been talking her to death about matters so foolish, I would blush to share them with anyone else.
except for Pen, because I feel safe with her. For sure, diamond of the season.
A gift from Lord Featherington.
He's just interrogating, right?
Might I mend it for you?
So you have Pen being jealous, of course.
Come with me.
The holding hands is so scandalous. Why would you do that in public? That's so scandalous, but I like it. Keep going.
There are no gemstone mines in Georgia. He's nothing but a mere charlatan.
What?
This is such a great word. What a charlatan.
What is the meaning of this?
This whole scene is such a roller coaster of emotion. This whole episode, let's be honest, this whole episode is a roller coaster of emotions. You have the beginning, which is very low because Pen is jealous and he's like, oh no, he's like with Cressid of all people. Then he drags her by hand, which is so scandalous. Of course, Portia goes running after them because she's like, you cannot just grab my daughter by hand and drag her into some private room to be alone with her. Then he tells her like, this is what's going on. I've been trying to figure it out.
That this necklace is a fraud.
And then he has his speech and he's like, how dare you do this to these honorable ladies?
How dare you take advantage of these poor ladies?
None of them honorable whatsoever. The one is Whistledown having a business as a woman, the other one in cahoots with this guy, right? How dare you? Like, they don't have a father or a husband to protect them.
Without a father or a husband to protect them.
And Pen's like, oh my god, he's protecting us. And I didn't even have to marry him. This is so good. So good. I love this. I love this so much. It is hard. It's Bane of my existence. Yes, it is Bane of my existence. This is one of my favorites.
You were right.
I believe so.
Good, because we are dancing.
This is so cute.
You are special to me.
As are you. To me.
This is so cute. See, there we have the roller coaster again. We are really up high. It's such a cute thing. Like, and like him saying that he rehearsed this before.
I had been rehearsing that speech in my mind for hours.
This is just, me having pre-rehearsed conversations in my head, and then it never turns out the way I wanted to. But he did it! Like, good for him. And it's so cute. And he's like, I'm always gonna watch out for
I
you.
will always look after you, Penelope.
And it's so cute. And she's so in love with him. This is obviously a bane of my existence and the object of all my desires. I mean, come on. My face hurts from smiling and grinning so much, okay?
Are you mad? I would never dream of courting Penelope Featherington. Not in your wildest fantasies, Fife.
Painful. But with the knowledge we have from season 3, where he actually dreams of courting Penelope Featherington, this did not age well for him at all. But besides the fact, like the first time I watched it, before season 3 was there, this was obviously like, whoa, like why the hell would you say that? It pained me in my small little Jill heart so badly. Now it's kind of funny. It is there to make fun of him. This scene is just there to make fun of him. That's what it is now. So, of course, this is as well a bane of my existence. What else would it be? Not only setting up this whole... Like, we start this season, well, the second episode. The first scene is them seeing each other, looking at each other, and giving us this, you know, feeling that something's happening there. But in the second scene, they literally talk about how much they have written each other. And then at the very end, he does exactly the one thing that is gonna prevent her from writing back to him. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Stupid ass Colin deserves no letters from Pen. And then on top of that, the whole dream sequence is just so good. The way he's having wet dreams with Penelope and he's like, oh, I would never dream of courting Penelope Feathering. Yeah. My boy, you do not know what awaits you. What torment awaits you. So excited. Oh, my face hurts. I'm grinning way too much. You can tell by the tier list that, yes, I am grinning very much. Unfortunately, I won't be filming the next one right away, but I'm looking forward to it already. Woo! I'm curious. I'm curious what happens with the next one, but we will see. And I will see you, and you will see me in the next one. Bye!
We don't give a fuck.